Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am going to be sharing with you guys how I achieved these glittery smoky eyes. I know I have been showing you guys a lot of skin work. I'm still going to do that in this video. So let me share with you guys how I prep my skin first before I move on to showing you guys how I did that glittery smoky eyes. First of all, I use a hydrating mist, and now I'm using the luminous moisturizer, and after that I went ahead to use a regular moisturizer, and this illuminating moisturizer is from Mismetic, and the setting mist is from Flawless Ivy. Now I am just massaging both into the skin, and this moisturizer I'm using is from FBH. After moisturizing the skin, I went ahead to use a hydrating primer. This one is from Omari Code. I just massaged that into the skin, and after that I went ahead to fan the face just so the product can dry down before I apply another one. The next product is the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. So I just massage this into the skin, just the areas that she tend to produce oil and sweat. Massage that and also fan dry before you start applying your foundation. So when I was done with the skin prep, I noticed the difference. Like the T-zone is drier compared to the other part of the face. After the primer, I fan dry and I went ahead to apply setting powder on the areas that she tends to sweat. That means her problem areas, and you can see the difference. Obviously, it's so obvious that area is drier compared to the other part of the face. And now I'm applying the foundation. I mixed V Beauty foundation and Huda Beauty foundation. It's really thick, and trust me guys, this foundation was looking better off compared to how it looks now on camera. What I mean is the foundation is her exact shade, so trust the process. If you follow me, you know that I like to apply my foundation with a brush before I go in with the beauty sponge. It really works for me, so I have been using that method. Guys, I would like you to suggest the kind of videos you want to be seeing on my channel, so that will guide me on what I will be dropping. Okay, so now I am using the beauty sponge. Like I said, I just blend that in. After that, I went ahead to contour the face using this concealer from Zickel in the shade Cafe Zickel Cafe, something like that. And I'm using the same brush that I used to blend the foundation to blend in the concealer. Like this will really help tone down your contour shade if that's what you want. But if you want to still maintain the exact color, you can go ahead and use another brush to blend your contour. After blending the concealer, I went ahead to apply some blush on the cheek, and this one is from TM Essential. Oh my god guys, if you hear any noise from the background, I'm so sorry. So this one is from TM Essential in the shade Highlight, I believe. And you guys, I love blush a whole lot, and I went ahead to apply this color from the Imagica lip palette, just to pop the color more. Do not worry about it. After I blend the highlights, the concealer rather, is going to fade half of it, and everything will just balance up. Okay, so the concealer I'm using now to highlight is from Huda Beauty. Oh my god, this concealer is beautiful. I don't know how to explain that to you guys. It is really creamy and easy to blend, and I went ahead to use the applicator to take that shade from Kevin Coin, a lighter shade, to brighten up the inner corner of the eyes. So yeah, so I like to spray setting mist on the face before I blend my concealer. So I spray that on and then fan it down a little bit tacky before you start blending, because if you don't fan it down a little bit, it's going to have patches. I don't know if you've experienced that. If you're a makeup artist in the house, if you've experienced that, do let me know in the comment section. So always after you spray your face, make sure you are light, dry down a bit before you start blending. It will give you this full coverage. Okay, yeah, so this is how I blend. Just blend until everything is looking nice and smooth, then you're good to go. So for setting powder, I'm using this Mirac setting powder in the shade Ginger to set, and in this video I'm using a brush to set. Can you see how this powder is just melting in? Like, it is really beautiful, I must say. I always say this here in my channel, so you guys should know by now that this is a nice setting powder. So I'm going to apply the setting powder all over the area that I highlighted, like where I use the light shade of concealer. Okay, that's the only part I am going to apply the setting powder today. To set the contour, I'm going to be using this powder from MAC. I can't remember the shade. I'll drop that in the description bar. I'll use the powder to set the areas that I contour. After setting the contour, I went ahead to set the blush, and I used the same brush, but I just flip it over, so I can retain the blush color. So I'm just blending that, obviously, just blend until it looks good. To set the whole of the face, I took the yellow shade powder in a palette, then I mixed that with Milani number 108. So that's just the mixture for all over the face. Now I'm applying some powder. I'm using the same Mirac powder in the shade Ginger, just to catch any fallout, and also do my reverse contour for the nose. Now I'm prepping the eyes for us to start applying the eye colors. So how I prep the eyes is basically apply concealer all over the eyes and set it with a setting powder. So now I'm just setting with the setting powder, like I said. Now then after that, I went ahead to apply eyeshadow primer, because I want the eyeshadow to really come out, to really pop. So you need eyeshadow primer if you want your eyeshadow to pop. So I'm just basically blending the eyeshadow here, and the eyeshadow primer that I use is Benile Clown. So this is the first color that I applied. It's a navy blue eyeshadow that has shimmer, if you can see, but I'm so sorry I couldn't show the palette while I was working, but at the end of the video you are going to see the palettes that I use. But the first color that I'm applying right now is from the KKW eyeshadow palette. You guys, this particular color is not that easy to blend, but just take your time. If you have the palette and you would like to use it, or you want to get it to want to try it, it just needs patience for you to get a very good result. So after applying this color, I went ahead to take black, and that was from the black was from the Nuban Beauty eyeshadow palette. I'm still going to show you guys, like I said. So I just applied that in the corner so it can give like a definition, if that makes sense. So this is another brush I'm using to apply the black. Then I am going to take another color from the same Nuban Beauty eyeshadow palette. I'm going to apply that on the crease, just to give the eye a dimension. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm using the same brush that I used to apply the first color, but I clean it a little bit so that the shimmer will not go into the crease, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's it. I'm basically blending, you guys. I'm basically blending and blending, and I went ahead to apply more black on the corner of the eyes. Like I said, that's for a definition. Okay, so yeah, so all you need to do if you're doing an eyeshadow color like this, like smoky eyes per se, you have to be patient with blending. Like I said, I went ahead to take more black just to give dimension. And I was doing this, I went on and on just to make sure I'm satisfied with what I was actually going for. So you guys, I took a smaller brush just to wing out the eyes, and after that I went ahead to clean the corners of the eye with a powder. This, yeah, setting powder, sorry. No, sorry guys, I used a powder. I'm sorry, I'm so confused right now, but I actually used a powder, not setting powder, to draft out the cat eye. That makes sense. So now I'm applying a black liner on her waterline. I also went ahead to line the tight line. I also line her upper lash line before wearing the lashes. After the lining, I use some mascara just to take out some colors like fallout from the lashes as well. Then for lashes, I didn't want the lashes to be too dramatic, so I had to go for this. You guys can see that this model, she has mastered how to take care of lashes. At this point, I told my client that you are showing ma, you are in my video ma, can you leave my video? So we're the one that finally left the space for her, so moved to another corner. So here I was done fixing the lashes, and we went ahead to smudge under the eyes. So I took that black eyeshadow right there. It's from the Numba Beauty eyeshadow palette, and I carefully smudge the bottom lash line. I went ahead to take a brown shade just to soften the black that I first of all used. So here is the eyeshadow palette that I actually use. Here is the KKW eyeshadow palette, and that color right there was the color I first of all applied. Then I went ahead to using this eyeshadow palette. That's the shade I used, the bold shade I used as my transition. Then I used the black to I applied the black on the outer corner of the eyes, and that's it guys. So for the lips, I really did not do too much, and I popped on some highlighter on the face, and I carefully blend that out, the areas I want to really glow. And I went ahead to apply some loose highlighter underneath the eyes. I buff out the fallout, and I just apply some mascara on her bottom lashes. Okay guys, I did the eyebrow off camera. Here I'm applying some glitter glue on top the eyeshadow. I will allow that sit for a few seconds before I start applying my pigment on top it. So here I'm applying the pigment. I'm just placing it on top the pigment glue and carefully blending it out. So I used two pigments, two brands here, one Luster and the other one I think is a Glamour something. I'm going to put the name in the description bar. So here I'm applying the first one now. Then I went ahead to apply the second one, which is the Luster. I think the shade Ava. I can't remember, but it's a good shade. I just want the eye to just have, that gold, and purple reflection, if that makes sense. So I was done with that, and I had to buff out the fallout as well. And you guys, this is the finished look. I don't know what to think about this look, but I love it, like really love it. So this is for a campaign shoot, hair campaign shoot, and we went ahead to changing the lips and all of that, but I couldn't get a nice clip of that. So yeah, that's it for the video. Do let me know what you think about this look in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Please do not forget to subscribe, do not forget to share my video, and thank you so much for always coming back. Bye.